moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child, picking up vibes like a trader around, praying profits ain't reviled. Charts like a puzzle complex, trading daily, keeping us perplexed. Riding waves like future specs. Gotta calm down, no pretext. Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child, picking up vibes like a trader around, playing profits ain't reviled. Highs and lows, gotta keep my cool. Can't let fear or greed overrule. Every pick like a precious jewel. No big fool, we ain't in school. Market moves got me feeling wild.
Hello, guys. Hello. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay, if all is good and well. And if everything is visible. I am very, very excited to have you guys here. Good morning, everybody. We're really ready to rock and roll, ready to go. I got everything you guys asked for. I want to share it with you. So I finally figured out also how to us manage every single strategy from one single chart. It's going to be very, very cool. So first and foremost, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm going to dive right into it and show you what we got. I'm going to, right now, 2 blank charts because I kind of want to start blank so that everybody can see how I'm going to set up the structure so that we can literally trade 3 separate strategies off the same chart, never having to move our cursor away from the price action. So this is very cool. So I'm going to go to my indicators. We're going to go to the BFF multi-strategy. It is now, this is the most important part. It is now 3.0. That is the one you want. You want the 3.0 latest version, has everything you guys asked for. Has the dots, has the stops, targets, and points on the charts as you asked for, has alerts for the dots if you want those as well. So here's what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to do this on every. I'm going to have the NASDAQ chart and the gold chart to show you how to do this. We're going to lay down the indicator 3 times on the same chart. So number 1 indicator, again. Number 2 indicator, again. Number 3 indicator. I'm going to explain to you why. So in the first configuration of the indicator, it's just going to be BFF trend. That's all it is. Just going to be in BFF trend mode, right? We're just going to keep it in trend mode, right? In the second permutation, we're going to keep it in counter trend turn mode. Because remember, I said the best signals are trend, BFF trend for trend, and BFF turn for counter trend. So we're going to do counter trend signals for the second permutation. And then the third one is going to be my the way I trade, dots only. So we're going to go to dots only, which is right over here. And look, the new cool thing is that I added in here. We can have dots that can trade both directions, or they can trade only one direction. In this case, I'm going to choose only one direction, which is a direction with a trend right now. We're above the moving average. You see that the blue above the green. So we're going to choose long only. I only want to see long only dot signals, right? Now, the other 2, I'm going to just hide. So now all I have is the dots only signal on here. But whenever we get an alert that pops up here, we're going to be able to just simply open up either the trend or the turn chart and see all those signals on the chart at the same time. You're going to see how it goes. Very, very cool. So again, same concept over here. I'm going to go to the golds. We're going to go 3 times on multi-strategy. 1, 2, 3. The first one is going to be in trend. That's the default, so we don't have to do anything. That's trend. The second one is going to be in turn, counter trend, turn, counter trend. Okay. The third one is going to be just dots only, And in this case, it's dots that are negative because it's underneath the moving average. So we're going to go to dots only, but we want to see short only and just say over here, right? And now we're going to mute the other 2. And we're good to go. See? Now, if we want to see, this is very cool. If you want to see the trend signal, right? Let's say you saw this trend signal over here. What is the trend signal? You just simply unlock the trend and mute the dots, and now you see the exact. What was the signal trade here? The signal trade on the trend was 48. The first target hit. The second one, I'm not even sure. Maybe the second one hit 2. Yeah, second one hit 2. Hit both targets. Now look how cool this is. I made it relatively small. You can make it bigger. It shows you that the risk was -6 points. The first target was +3. The second target was +9. All of it totally calculated for you on every single label. How fucking cool is all of this? Tell me you don't love this. Tell me this isn't going to be like the best thing ever. So now we have the ability to see any trade, anytime, anywhere without moving the chart, right? I'm going to go back to muting the trend and just go back to dots because I'm just going to trade dots right now. And, we'll go from there. Question for me. Do we have to restart TradingView to get the update, or isn't it updated on TradingView yet? You probably, the safest thing to do, 307, is delete your current one and re-add it. That way you'll be sure to have the latest one. Okay? So absolutely, the absolute guarantee way of doing this is just delete it off your chart and then re-add it, and you're going to have the latest one. All right? How's that sound, my friends? Thank you, Kat. Kat, thank you. That's highest praise from Catherine on the coolness factor. Yes, it's all super cool. The signals are really, really great. Thank you. I hope everybody loves it. This is going to be kind of like the final version. So very, very cool. Those of you guys who are interested in trading MetaTrader with me and trading the Asia session, which is going to be US 30, gold, Bitcoin, DAX, whatever we can stuff into the CFD front. Everybody who wants to do CFDs, come tonight. Tonight is the opening night of the official Asia session trade, 7:45 New York, 1945 New York, which is like some GMT time, whatever the fuck it is. I'll make the link. I haven't put the link up yet, but the MetaTrader 5 version of this is ready to go, and it's even better than the TradingView version. So everybody, come join me. I hope I probably will have the MetaTrader 4 as well, but I can't guarantee it. But both for sure, 5 is going to be here. So here's this: MNQ BFF buy trend signal. Let's go right into the trends. Unlock the trend. Mute the dots. Where's my trend signal? Here it is. And you see how it's popping up for us? Now we're in trend view, and we can actually see the trend signal if it pops up. It just, it basically just teased us. It didn't work it. But you see how fast it is? Now I don't have to go, oh, let me change the chart. Oh, let me do this. Let me do this. Every single strategy, turn, trend, anything, I can just show you the view as it develops. 57 seconds left. Is this going to be a trend trade or not? We'll see. So super, super cool. I love this. Couple of things I'm going to show you that I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to go before the signal starts. I'm going to show you the techniques I started doing that really, I think, are going to help you accelerate your profit curve over here. The signal isn't completed, so it could completely go against us, and I could get stopped out, just on a stupid trade. Fine. I'm committing just one contract to my probative trade. What I've been doing is if I have a signal in the making, like kind of a potential signal, and I'm close, I'm within 30 seconds of the execution, I'll take the first signal. And if it stays, if it's confirmed, if right now it's confirmed, I'll take the second signal, right? Now I have two, now I'm large two, because it's kind of confirmed to me that that the signal is there. I'm actually going to resolve all of mine pretty much at level 1, but hopefully this will be. We'll see if this works. It doesn't mean that any of the strategy is actually going to work. But the idea is, if I'm doing this correctly, I'm half as large on the wrong trades and twice as large on the right ones, right? And again, all of this is tiny. I'm doing obviously tiny sizes, but it makes a difference. It makes a difference. If I can resolve this at twice as large, it'll be great. That's the point. The point is, I'll pile. If you use 1 micro for probative, second micro when it's confirmed, and it's going your way, you're going to be twice as large. If the first micro is just the wrong trade, you're half as wrong. So I want to be, as I said, twice as large on the right ones, half as wrong on the wrong ones. That doesn't guarantee you're going to be that way, but probabilistically, you're positioning yourself much better this way. And this is only on just the tiniest of positions. Obviously, I can go, if 2 times the size or 4 times the size, and still be well within any of my risk limits. Those of you who are watching my account, remember I left you, I was under 300, right? And now I told you I'm going to try and get it to 300 on a day. And now I'm basically 150 positive for the next day. So the idea here is, can we get it to 600 by the end of the day today? That's the drive. So that's all really happening now, and it's working really well. No, there's no ES. I'm only trading NASDAQ and gold. We can't fuck around with ES right now, because not that it doesn't give us signals. It's just that we're live trading, and our job is to focus on signals. 2 is the maximum amount of signals. To 2 of the best instruments to trade right now is gold and NASDAQ. They have the biggest ranges, the biggest moves, the biggest scalps. We're scalping dots. All we're doing is just scalping dots all day long, scalping dots with trend, right? And that's more than enough opportunities for us. You are welcome to trade ES. You're welcome to trade gold. You're welcome to trade whatever the fuck you want. I just, I want to focus on quality executions, and a very good part of that is a two instrument maximum. 2 instruments is already a lot, but 2 instrument maximum per trade. So that's all. All right, Mr. Rockies. Are we all climbing into the room here? I see people are crawling into the room. So I just showed everybody the setup for the BFF, the latest version, the final, most beautiful version of the indicator. The triple lay down on the chart allows us to watch any signal that this thing generates in real time without having to change charts. And that's what we're doing right now. Right now, we're taking the buy trend signal and trying to see if this thing is going to resolve or not. And I've used my doubled entry. So I use my technique of taking the first probative trade, and if the signal confirms itself, adding to the position. So presumably I'm adding to a winner. Of course, I could also be adding to a loser. That's just part of the game. But you guys get the idea. It's all about having the best visual techniques, having the best indicator structures, and as you can see, having the best execution. So boom, we're at 55.01. So that's what I mean about being double right and half as wrong, right? When I was, this was a positive trade. I took the first prior. I wasn't sure it was going to hold. The signal held. I doubled up. Signal resolved itself, plus 12 on the trade. Okay. Everybody saw that? It's all good. Is the indicator available for purchase? Yes, my friend. Karen, before I answer any of those questions, who is new in the room? Say hello to me, everybody who's new in the room. I want to see all the new people in the room today who are seeing this for the first time and maybe seeing it for the first or second time, because you are the people I really want to be talking to. I have lots of interesting information for you guys to consider. All right, Karen, thank you. You're new. Yevgeny, nice to meet you. Yevgeny, where are you coming from, my friend? Hannes, nice to meet you. Mila, very nice to meet you. Trevor, you're definitely coming from UK. Yes, Yevgeny, I know you're Russian. Are you coming from Mother Russia, or are you like an expat? Are you actually coming from Mother Russia? Cambodia, very nice to meet you. Joan, nice to meet you. Joan, you're already a veteran. You've been around for 2 sessions, so you're already a veteran. Very nice. Okay. Oh, Trevor, you're from US. That's a very British name, though. What does ES stand for? Albert asks a question. Okay, so great question, Albert. And a lot of people who are new. ES is the futures symbol for the S&P 500, the most active liquid financial instrument in the world. On the future side, on the spot side, that would be the euro dollar, and it's very good. We trade that. We certainly can trade that. It's just that I was talking to one of the old members of my room here, saying that I'm not trading the S&P. I'm trading NASDAQ and gold. On the left-hand side of the chart is NASDAQ. On the right-hand side is gold. We're going to take signals only from those 2 instruments today, not because that there aren't any other instruments from which we can take signals from, just because there is a limited amount of attention and focus that all of us have. And the purpose of all my live trading is to teach you how to trade with the best tools possible. My whole job is to create tools that help you trade profitably, to make you trade better. So I have a sell signal in, you see that? I have a sell signal in gold. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to open up the sell portion, kill the dots just so you guys can see it. Not quite appearing just yet. Wait, hold on a second. Yeah, why is this not coming up? BFF trend. Oh, there it is. It's finally coming up. Okay. Sorry. It just takes a second. Okay. So we have sell signal in gold, which means now the next possible trade for us could be gold if this sell signal holds, right? But here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the exact same thing I did with you guys before. We're going to take a probative trade, one order, before the sell signal actually confirms itself, right? Confirms itself. Then we're going to wait. Fuck. Okay, I got stopped out. So fine. I took a small stop because the sell signal did not confirm itself. And that's exactly what I wanted. I want to be half as wrong when I'm wrong, twice as large when I'm right. Okay. So the sell signal did not confirm itself, and there's no trade. Okay. No problem. In the meantime, we now have a buy signal in the NASDAQ, and we're in buy signal mode here. So this is a little too early. Once it gets to about 30 seconds, if this buy signal still holds, I'm going to go long. I'm going to go long NASDAQ. Market has opened up, by the way. It's 9:32, so we're open for business. Signals already, and we can do that. So this technique of like 1-2 can be practiced both on the strategy signals from the trend and the counter trend signals, as well as just the pure scalp signals on dots. Like I just simply been, me, I love just trading dots only. But with this ability now for me to show you buy and sell signals, you can totally see, if how these things develop, what risks there are in each particular trade, which targets we have, and it all becomes super, super easy to work with. 42 seconds left, and around plus 30, maybe around 25 seconds. If this buy signal in NASDAQ holds, I will trade it. If it doesn't, I'm not going to trade it. Nope, doesn't hold, no trade. Looks like we're going to correct probably, to the downside, which is fine. I will wait. I will wait for, all right, 11, 10, not really holding. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence. In this case, where it's really weak and doesn't give me a lot of confidence, I'm not going to chase it. I'm not even going to take it. So that's it. No signal. No harm, no foul, right? No harm, no foul. Okay. All right. So the question to me was, can you get this, right? Can you get all these indicators? So I'm going to tell you the deal that is just taking everybody by the storm. I offered this yesterday, and so many of you guys took it up that actually I've already refunded thousands of dollars to you on this deal. Let me explain to you what this deal is. I thought about this really, really hard when I was in Paris last week, and I realized that the only way I can really help you, the only way I can truly help you, is if we just give you everything at once, so that you can have the signals, the tools, the coaching, the technical support, all of it available for you in one single price, right? The Ultimate Power Pack Bundle, which was a deal we had before I left for Paris that I thought was going to be just temporary, but I think now I'm going to make this deal available for anybody who genuinely wants to win in the markets, who genuinely wants to become a good trader, because it takes 3 to 6 months to master this well. And me doing it this way is going to ensure that you're going to have everything you need, the tools, the signals, Kathy's Forex stuff, Kathy's fundamental signals, all of the stuff for you to understand what fundamentals are like, all of my technical stuff and all of my coaching stuff, all of it really ready to go. But then I went crazy yesterday and I said, you know what? Not only am I going to do this deal with you guys, but I am going to literally give you 5 free $50,000 accounts from Apex if you sign up for this deal. And you guys went crazy. It's great. I'm super happy. I told you, I just refunded. I refunded everybody who bought yesterday thousands of dollars in refunds to you guys back. So you can now have 5 $50,000 accounts, $250,000 worth of trading accounts in Apex if you do this deal this week. I think I haven't talked to Kathy yet, because the moment I'm going to start talking to her, she's going to kill me. But until the queen finds out that I'm giving away the store, please take advantage of the deal. So the deal is, I'm just going to put the link in here for those of you guys who are new and want to get this deal. I'm going to put the link in there. Go ahead, take advantage of it. Because I don't think it's going to last for more than the end of this week. But I'm hoping to, it will. But if you do, it's going to be the best deal possible. You take the deal, you get all the accounts to you for free. So that means you can get to practice, you can get to trade. If these things get funded, you're now going to have $50,000 worth of funding into your account. Be my guest. So for everybody who's new, everybody who's listening, everybody who's kind of interested in what we've been doing, this is going to be me going forward. I kind of had this great epiphany that my whole job is to create the best possible tools to help you guys trade better. And this is what this is really going to be all about. This whole 6-month course is me teaching you the tools so you can use them in the absolute best ways you guys can trade. So hopefully you guys all will like this. And that concludes the pitch part of my deal. And now I'm going to go back to the stage. Let me see. I can remove this, add to stage. And now we're going to start looking for signals again. Really? Oh my God. Eway says Kathy's just had a blazing morning. I think I haven't even watched it, but I saw her putting up numbers. I think she was hitting Euro Swiss. She was hitting tons of Forex trades on this, right? So, oh, sorry. So what do we have? BFF buy signal on MNQ. Great. So now we're over here in the buy signal. What? Oh, the signal actually is good. We got to go in here, guys. We got to go. Buy. Okay. So I bought one instead of buying 2. A couple of reasons. One, because the risk here is pretty big. It's 43 points, right? And 2, because it's not going for me right now. So I'm going to be just one long on this signal. You see the signal over here? Let me move this over for you. It tells you that the stop should be at 1881 100. 65 is the target of 22 points risk, and the second target is 65. I only trade to the first target. There are lots of guys in the room who trade much better than me, who trade to the second target, which is a couple $100 per trade on this particular setup. So it's really, really productive if it works. If it doesn't work, that doesn't work. It's we have thousands of trades we're going to do. Definitely going to make about 20, 25 trades today. So hopefully today this signal is kind of dying out. And this is yet another reason why I like doing, especially on a weak signal like this, where it really didn't look like it was going to rally off the move, like doing one single entry. Now watch this trade. It's going to be interesting. If this trade for the grace of God kind of solidifies here, kind of finds support underneath this report, and we turn green, this gives me an opportunity to go double up now, because then it's kind of giving me a confirmation that the trade is going to start working, right? So now we're going to start working. I'm going to buy more. Oh, did I not buy it? Okay, I missed it. All right. All right, I'm just going to stick with one trade. I'm sorry, I was talking and I wasn't paying attention. But oops, how did this not go through the? There we go. So the order filled. We actually got filled in that order, and the trade worked. Trade worked nicely. Had I done this perfectly, which of course I can't walk and chew at the same time. What you would have seen me do is come in one, right? Then when this thing started to turn green, I would have added two, and I would have had a $50 trade in about five seconds or whatever I had it with you guys, on a very, very clean structure. I fucking love this approach, guys, of 1-2. Half as wrong, twice as large on the wins. It is the classic way that all the pro traders trade. I've never been able to do this until I finally created the indicator to give me the confidence to do this. And I hope you guys can now use it the same way. In terms of basically, you pile on when momentum is in your direction. You pile on when the momentum is in your direction, and you back off when it's not against you, right? It's like the exact right way of trading. These are momentum dots. We want to join those momentum dots, when they occur. All right. Now I got nothing to do because now we've started to move. It's already 2 or 3 greens in the direction. I don't chase. The reds are like 5-7 deep in the direction. I don't chase. The trade over here in gold was right over here. I was busy doing other things with you guys, but that would have been a great pile-on trade over here. The point is, there's 1,000 opportunities every hour. We'd only need to take 1 or 2 of them to continuously make money. So pretty cool. Albert says he just won the gold trade, which is cool. Good for you. This is like the 7th or the 8th Apex evaluation account. So when I was in Paris with you guys, I was trading my real funded account with Apex. But then, as I said to you, like Apex, I had like 3 or 4. So basically, here's what happened. We have like 55 funded, right? 53,000. We have 59 funded. We have 64 funded. We have 66 funded. And now I had 2 accounts that kind of renewed. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just run these accounts to target with all these new techniques. So for the next couple of weeks, these are all evaluation accounts that I'm going to try to get to funded status. Hopefully, if I'm doing a good job, we get them to funded status. We have 6 or 7 $50,000 accounts at funded status. We'll convert some of those into funded accounts. I'll go back to trading mine. But then, actually, to be honest with you, what we're going to do next, which is really going to be the fun part, is wealth charts. I'm going to talk to Rob today. If hopefully by Thursday, all the wealth charts accounts are ready, all the wealth charts indicators are ready, we're going to start trading the wealth charts, because in wealth charts, we're going to fund those accounts and then trade them on Trade Copier. That is the ultimate nirvana of what we're going to do. So it's all about, the trading journey with me and you guys. But, it's all obviously real prices, real stuff. I actually, it's funny you asked me about this, whether it's a real account, Albert. I have actual futures accounts with AMP Futures, right? My own broker, and I actually started trading this on my AMP Futures just like on my own real account before I traded eval, and it was so much fun. So whether you want to trade it on your real account or in your prop accounts, in the morning we trade prop. At night in Asia we trade CFDs, which is your real accounts and also your CFD prop accounts. So anything you'd like. Yes, it's a 2-minute time frame. Rockies, man, where you been? We've been on a 2-minute time frame for like the last 2,000 years. Yes, we've been on a 2-minute time frame. Let's go. Yes, you can't find the BFF because it's not ready yet. We're coding for wealth charts. That should be ready, hopefully, my fingers crossed, by Thursday. It's a massive piece of code, and Rob has been really, really good at getting it done. So when it's ready, I'm going to flip from TradingView to wealth charts, and we're going to show you how those things on wealth charts is even better because we can trade different accounts, different timeframes, different stuff directly off the charts. So it's really, it's really, really cool. I don't make predictions, my friend. This is what you're going to learn. When you trade, you don't make predictions. When you trade price. The reason why you see me making money is because I have no fucking idea where anything goes. Right now, gold is a sell, NASDAQ is a buy. That's all you can predict. That's all you know. We trade the present. We don't trade the future. We don't trade the past. Okay? That's the key to our success. What you see is, and by the way, I mean, the whole point of you guys joining us, and those of you who just want to join my community for free, feel free to join us over here. I'll put the join link in. Did I put the link in? No, I put the wrong. Hang on a second. Let me just make sure I put it in there. So the join link, has been put in there. Please feel free to join me over here because that's completely free. You get like 90% of all the stuff that we do and all the explanations for how this works, how to take profits work, and everything else. I can't explain to you in detail during live trading, how we do this. But the point is that these are guidelines. Once you go on the chart and you have your own, take profits and things, you can just drag them to the labels and have the perfect setup all done. On your NQ, I don't understand either. What are you doing, Jean-Paul? Are you logged into Tradeovate? Do you have real-time numbers? Are you sure you're looking at NQ? I don't know why it's fine. It shouldn't be falling right now. I don't know what's going on, my friend. That's not anything I can help you with. So, who took advantage of the deal yesterday? Did you guys all, get your refunds on the Apexes? Because there's a ton of people. I just did them all. I hope you guys really enjoy your free prop trading accounts. As I said, $250,000 worth of prop trading accounts, completely free with this deal, which is what I'm going to put up here. So anybody who's new. Let me put this up here. This is the link. The link is in the chat. Okay. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay. So here's something we can just fuck around with a little bit, just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna go buy again the most expensive thing in the world that Marty. And I got lucky. It was so fast that it actually, moved over. You see the little green dot here? This is not really a good trade. You should never bottom pick or top pick your trades. But I'm an inveterate. That's my biggest weakness. However, if you're going to do it, you're going to do that after like multiple red dots, right? For a very quick flip. So I took a quick flip here in gold to the upside, but it's really not a good idea to do this trade. Don't have any signals right now. The really good long positive NASDAQ trade. I'm actually curious. Anybody in the room who trades more swing like? Anybody take this to level 2? Did anybody took the second target? Did you make $120, $130 on this trade of just one micro on this trade? Because this was a really good signal. See, it gave you, this was the stop, this was the target, this was the second target. It hit all of them. I took only the first, as always. Bob is asking me what are my settings for take profit and stop loss. There, I don't have it. So, Bob, here's what I do. Let me just tell you. Okay, so just one sec. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to bring it up to the chart. Let me duplicate this. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this so you guys can actually see it. So this is what you guys don't see. It's off screen. This is my Trade of 8 panels, right? And what you see is I have a 100 by 100 wrapper. So 100 stop, 100 target ticks on NASDAQ, 20 by 20 on gold. Probably a little bit too tight. I should probably make this a 40 by 40. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a 40 by 40 so you guys can actually see it. So in Trade of 8, you would just make a 40 by 40 grid. So 40 by 40 in ticks. We're going to make it 40. Say, okay, that's the name of it. We're going to make it 40 by 40. That's $4. 40 by 40 is $4 stop, $4 target. That is not my stop and target. That is just my wrapper. That's just my bracket wrapper, right? So you see that? Okay, cool. So these are all the things that I done. Now, you guys, do you not see this? Or yeah, I think you should. So now I think you see it. 100 by 100 for NASDAQ, 40 by 40 for gold. Okay. So when let me just get rid of this now. When I'm actually hitting a click button, when I'm clicking a button, it creates instantaneous 100 by 100 on the chart. And then I drag them to the actual proper guidelines that the indicator sets up for me, because every single trade is a unique risk, unique reward proposition. That's how it should be, right? So I have these general stops and targets that basically guarantee me risk control, and then I adjust it on the fly visually. That's why we make it. That's why it's so cool to trade it, right? Does that make sense, Bob? That's what we do. Oh my God, Karen has just took it, and Yevgeny is holding still. Good for you, my friend. Very nice, very nice. You're 10 minutes late. That's because Jean-Paul, you probably have not. Oh, okay. So I think I know what the problem is, Jean-Paul. So let me. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of. Okay, let's go to Trade of 8. I'm going to do this for those of you guys who don't have real-time prices. Let me explain to you what's going on. You need to go to Trade of 8. All right. So now you're in your Trade of 8. I need you to go over here to this, where this thing, it says application settings, all the way over here, right? Got to go over here. And you need to go into add-ons. And then you need to say trading view. This is free. I need to hit the active button. I already obviously have it activated, so it doesn't have to, but you have to hit the active button. Once you do that, then you log back into Trade of 8, you will have real prices. It will all be real, okay? So that is the problem. You're just on delayed prices because you did not update your Trade of 8 acting feed, okay? Okay, is that clear? FX, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that is, but that is not what we do. We make money every day scalping, trend trading, and counter trend trading when we want to with the BFF indicator. So if you're interested in that, be my guest, come around, come join the program, get coaching, win money, get rich, become famous, and enjoy life. If you want to go to some other loser program, be my guest. Kathy's Zip Asian session. What does that mean? Kathy's Zip system. Again, so everybody who's on wealth charts, you need to wait to the end of the week, because what's going to happen is I can't do this one by one. We have to do like a whole batch process. So everybody and this is another good reason for you guys to go take the deal. You take this deal that I just put up there. I guarantee you'll have the wealth charts. You don't take my deal, I can't guarantee you'll have the wealth charts. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the only way you can have it is if you take this deal. So if you want the wealth charts, you got to take this deal, and then by Thursday, Friday, hopefully, if everything is supported, both Zip and BFF is going to show up on your charts. Okay, so that's the story. Oh, we got a red possible red dot. Not quite there yet. But if I get a red dot in gold, that is a sell dot in gold, right? 48 seconds left. We're going to do, again, my favorite trade, probative trade. I'm going to sell this in gold right now. First one, up, down. Actually, I need to change myself to a 40-40. What the fuck is my 40-40? I thought I did this. All right, I'll do this later. Now, I don't have a signal yet. I got 19 seconds. If the red dot appears on the close of the candle, I'll double sell it. If it doesn't, I'm just going to let it go. You know, it works, it works. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. But again, I'm only going to pile into this trade if it's a red trade. No trade, so nothing going on. So here in this case, I simply put my stop above the high of the most recent swing high. If this thing has any chance of declining, it will go. If this is a bottoming action, then we'll get taken out. $1.09 on the chart. Not much else going on over here. So it is a little bit of a turnaround Tuesday, right? So MNQ BFF buy signal. I don't really see it. We're in buy mode over here. So if the buy signal comes up, we'll be able to see it on the charts. But in the meantime, I'm just putzing around with this gold trade, which was flirting with a red signal and now isn't, and now doesn't have any kind of direction for us. You know what? I'll take 12 over here. I'll leave gold alone for the time being. Honestly, if it was me, like if I was trading myself, I probably would hang in this trade, wait to see if this thing gives me a red, and pot lit to it. But I don't have the time to kind of refocus. You see how this is flirting with a red signal over here. I'll take whatever scraps I can get right now, and we'll go from there. If everybody who has the 10 minutes behind, there's only two reasons you have it. You haven't paid for your trade evade. You haven't done an Apex account. If you want to do an Apex account, here's 80% off for Apex. But as I told you, if you do my deal, I'm going to give it to you for free, literally for free. 5 of them, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 accounts for free. just the data fees alone will probably be more expensive than that. So that's the deal over here that I want to put up here. So if you have done trading, Tradeovate, and you do have an Apex account, then you simply forgot to activate the trading view. You need to go into settings, add-ons, activate trading view, and then you will have real-time prices. Okay, Robert? Any problems, come back to our room, to our community room, and just ask it from me, and I'll show you how to do this. But it's pretty easy. That's a free community link for everybody who wants to have it. Red dot on gold. Yes, very good. Red dot on gold, and that's the dot that we were looking for. It's kind of selling off. There's a buy on NAS, which is really. Oh, I missed the buy on NAS. Fuck it. I'm sorry, guys. Well, I was explaining the other stuff. Guys, for every trade that happens, literally I do a 10th one, right? There's literally, for every 10 trades that happen, I take one, just because there's so many good signals throughout the hour in this particular construct. I mean, look at me. I'm not even trying. I'm supposed to be at 600 for the day, and we're almost at 600. In the 45 minutes that I started trading with you. Like, this is going to be my daily now. It's going to be at 600. Day hasn't even really started for me. So there's just lots and lots of opportunities. I'm definitely going to miss the trades. I missed the buy trade in NAS. I missed the sell trade in gold, which is fine. I'm showing you the ideas. I'm showing you the job here is to show you the tool, to show you how to use the tool, to show you how the tool works in real life, and then set you guys free to go make your own money. Because it doesn't really matter what I do, right? I know exactly what I'm going to do. Who gives a shit if I make $1 million or lose $1 million? It's not going to affect your life. The key thing is that you need to make $1 million. So the key thing is, if I give you the tool to help you do that, I've done a much better job than flaunting my P&L, which I could give a shit about. So Robert, all right, good job, my friend. I'm glad you resolved that. The red dot, by the way, did not work, my friend. This was a bottoming action, right? Kind of did not work. So interesting here on the thing. How come how come I'm not getting the reversal trade? This is interesting. I'm trying to understand why is the hang on a second. Let me try this. Oh, because the reversal trade was earlier. Wow, look at the turn trade. The turn trade in gold was way earlier. Look how good a turn trade that was. That was a really good turn trade. I just simply, I was busy with other stuff. But now that I got this three structure on the charts, and I can show you every single strategy without moving the charts, it's so much easier now to see where the potential signals are. What's setting up, how things are going, and visualize for you the exact trades. I mean, this was a big ass risk. It was 14 points of risk, but look how good that trade was as a turn trade on gold. So I want to review here. Fire truck? Was that a fire truck? Yeah. Oh, by the way, like, how different were the other thing is, when I was in Paris last week, there was 10 times as much ambulance noise as there is in New York City. I was shocked. I'm like, I don't understand why there's so much activity. Not like Paris was totally safe. There was no problem whatsoever, but it was mainly ambulances. And occasionally there were a whole bunch of police guys just sort of, in a very French fashion, escorting Macron in and out of places. Okay, lots of questions here. So let's answer some questions. Sorry, I don't understand stop loss 1, 2. What does that mean? Expand on that, and I'll confirm or deny whatever it is that you're thinking. I don't understand what that means. Do I intentionally pick places to trade based on how close they are to firehouses? Yes, I do. That's as I said. There are two guaranteed bets in my life that anytime I'll be broadcasting, we're going to hear sirens, and eventually my son is going to come call and interrupt me exactly during the most important part of our webinar and bother me with whatever nonsense he wants to tell me, right? So we know those two things are guaranteed bets. They are as certain as death and taxes. Other than that, the market is uncertain. Question: why am I not using my moving average indicators with buy and sell buttons you taught us in video? I don't know what you refer to, but I will say this. If you know anything about me, first of all, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. But if you know anything about me, I constantly create new ideas, right? To the detriment or to the advancement of everybody else. I think most people who've been with us in the room and people who are funded, people who are trading $500,000, $1 million worth of funded accounts would agree that my way of constantly improving, constantly creating new ideas, constantly refining whatever it is that we're doing is better than whatever the fuck I was doing, a week ago. But if I was doing that a week ago, I have no idea what you're talking about. So this is the latest version. The other thing that, by the way, is always going to be 100% false, we all notice, right, is that I'm going to say this is the final version, which I always say every single day, and it's never the final version. But this really is pretty much the final version. I mean, it's so good. I don't need to do anything anymore. I'm banking money every freaking hour of the day. Not even just every day, but every hour of the day. Yeah. Okay, yeah, send me the link to the video, and I'm sure I'll tell you it's probably nonsense. Or I'll probably say, oh, that's a really good idea, and I should revisit it again. Absolutely. By the way, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher your name. Mahasida Chanda. I'm just going to call you Chanda, my friend. Please, if you want to talk to me, send me any resources, ask me any questions, join our room. Okay, here's the join link. I put it up here. It's totally free. It's the only way you're going to get a hold of me for a private conversation or public conversation or anything else. It's mobile, it's web. It's really, really cool. We spent a lot of time and effort creating our own community so that it's nice and safe. Nobody gets ripped off. Nobody gets scammed. Nobody gets crypto scammed. Nobody gets rug pulled. So I hope you guys really enjoy it. Oh, really? Okay, hold on a second. Let's try this. If I click the three dots on the indicator list where you show or hide indicators. All right, let's do this. Okay, so what are you saying to me? Which visual order? Move to visual order. And what do I want to do? Oh, bring to front, bring to send to back. Instead of me making him. Okay, let's try this. Okay, we're gonna open up all of them just for fun. Let's see what this is gonna do. Three dots, visual order, send to back. Three dots, visual order, send to back. Nothing. It's not doing anything. Maybe you can give me a step by step. But anyways, I'm going to hide this. I'm going to hide this, and now I'm just in dot mode. Oh, this is a good dot, but it's like a third dot. So one last thing, I'm going to review the techniques with you guys, and then I got to go because the queen is waiting. So trading techniques, best practices, at least practices from my perspective, right? What I do. Number one, if we're trading in dot mode only, so this is dot mode only right now, right? I only want to take the green dot after the first green dot after the red dot. I'm not going to take the second. I'm not going to take the third. You can, but the point is that the more the third or the fourth or the fifth green dot, the likelier it's going to turn the other way around. The first green dot after the red dot is the trade that I want. That's the trade I want. I want this trade. I want this trade. I want I guess this trade when I'm quiet over here, this is a red dot, first green dot. This is where I want to be. I want to be here. All of these places, right? Let me just visualize this for you a little bit better, so you can actually see this. Here we go. So this is a first dot after the red dot. This is the first green dot after the red dot. This is the first green dot after the red dot. You see how I'm moving it around? This is where I want to be. These are the entry points. I don't want to be on the second or the third just because that's not as high a probability entry. I want the highest probability trade, right? Then if you kind of want to amplify your trade, okay, and let me back up in terms of size. It's a $50,000 account. I'm trading fucking micros. The smallest possible trade, 1 micro, pennies. And in 2 days, I'm already at, a quarter of the way towards 20% of the way towards my target of getting filled. The idea is to get funded in 10 days without ever coming close to. So sorry, I have a sell signal here. So let me close this, open this. Is that sell signal? What's going on over here? No, this. There we go. There's the sell signal. So I have a sell signal potentially showing up in actually, you know what? Let's trade this before I start talking. Sell. All right, I'm short this. I'm going to go over here to my stop. I'm going to move this over to my target. This is just to show you technically, what I'm doing. I have a general stop at a target, and then I'm actually going to have the suggested stops and targets that the indicator is telling me, and I'm going to stay in this trade and let it work itself out, right? So right now the trade is going against me a little bit. That's fine. We have lots of breathing room. We'll see if the trade materializes. Remember that if I want to pile on, right? If I want to pile onto this trade, I will need the trade to turn red. I need a red dot on this trade, closing red dot, for me to add a second position. But basically, I always start with 1, 2, with one contract, pile on if I can into the second contract, and it doesn't matter whether I'm doing this in dot trades or strategy trades, whether I'm doing this in a trend strategy trade or a turn counter trend strategy trade, whatever the signals are, I'm doing this 1-2 structure, which hopefully lets me win bigger when I'm right and lose smaller when I'm wrong. There's 1,000 these things that show up every day. I don't, in my own life, I don't trade strategy signals. I just trade dots because there's so many dot signals for me, and I'm just sort of too busy to do anything else. And because I find that sometimes the strategy signals, like right now, the strategy signal looks like it's just going to stuff me out, right? We're going to just take me out on a nice big risk here, which is unfortunate, but sometimes that happens. But again, I'm only out on one contract risk. Because why? Because I only committed to a probative trade. That's the whole technique here: is probative trade, confirmation, pile-on trade. That's the key to really amplifying your trades, because obviously you're going to be wrong, but you want to be wrong small and right big, or close enough to that. So that's where things stand. I put 3 of these charts on the thing so that I can see any of the strategy signals as well as the dot signals for my own thing. In my own life, what I do in real life is I simply blank out all the strategy signals, and I just simply keep it in dot mode on all of them, and then I just trade dot mode. It's up to you how many. You have lots of different ways to slice this. Slice this apple. Is that the expression? Whatever is the expression. So you can do it. You can do it lots of different ways. The key thing is small trades, pile on when things are going well, keep it low. And this is, I guess, what I want to show you. I think this is probably important, because this is the difference between getting funded and getting paid out and just getting lucky. Let me see if I can do this right now. So, okay, this is just for today, right? Today the numbers are really good. This is what I was telling you about, how good this strategy is working. You see this maximum drawdown? That's $68. The maximum run up is $248. If you're 1-to-1, max drawdown to max run up, you're really doing a good job. This one today seems to be extraordinarily high. Doesn't matter, whatever it is, it's good enough, to make my day. I'm certainly this is probably the best statistics I've done in a long time in terms of ratio of drawdown to run up. But these are the things you want to be looking at when you're trading on a day-to-day basis to kind of keep everything going, in your direction. So those are my takeaways for all of you guys. Now, look, here's what's going to happen. I got to go, but I'll kind of narrate this for you in case you're interested. So, like, we got $1.49 on the clock. Imagine this goes down to 0, and this is actually a red dot. Then I'll come in second. If it's not a red dot, if it stops me out, so be it. But if this turns into a red dot, that's a momentum signal. I'm going to pile into that trade. Hopefully that's going to work. We'll see. But those are the techniques that really, really helped me trade well today. I hope you guys really enjoyed them. And I hope everybody comes in and joins me tonight for Asia Session Hour, where I'm going to display more tools, really cool tools to trade with. Let me see if there's any more comments here. Am I taking the trade manually? I am taking the trade manually, yes. What's his name? Apex does not allow automatic trading. No. The answer is no. Manually. What's the question here? Because Apex does not allow automatic trading. Oh, that was a long time. Oh my God. Yeah. That was a long time ago. I know what you mean. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. Thank you so much. So much fun. Hope you guys really, really enjoyed all of this. The indicator is beautiful now. Use it to your best abilities. Last point over here. The bundle, 5 free accounts. I'm happy to refund this until case stops my madness. But as I said, I already refunded thousands of dollars today. I'm happy to refund thousands of dollars tomorrow if you guys want to take advantage of it. That's the deal. You get $250,000 of trading accounts all set up for you. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. Thank you again, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Any questions, come join us in the room. I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll see everybody either tonight or tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.